Welcome back to the best of the best practitioners of love and light. It is, evening already. Hold on. That's insane to me. How time quickly flies when you take an early evening nap. Anyway, I did a reading. Dude, I put it in an archive because I fell straight up asleep. Like, I knew I was tired. I mean, it was weird. Like, I think somebody did some kind of, like, sneaky spell work on me. Like, in real life. It was, like, in person, I meant. And it was crazy because today I had like a single day job kind of thing. I told you I'm like trying to get whatever I can possibly that's legit, you know, without compromising my morals. and dude, like seriously, hold on a second. I have to relight something. And I don't know if I would say pretend, but hold on, sorry. Gosh, why does it look so dark in here? Give me a second. It was just the screen coloring. Anyway, what did I want to say? So I did this quick day job, and I think somebody, like, for the last couple of hours, one of the main people, like, singled me out, and, like, you know, just was becoming chatty and friendly with me, you know, shared some fries or whatever. It was like, but you know, in story time, it was, gosh, that was a lot. That was a lot. I mean, all of these things unraveled. The stuff that he told me was like, it was insane. And I don't even know what, like, I pretended as though, like, sometimes I just kind of, you know, like, sometimes I want to make, like, I found myself anyway, make believing that, like, I'm just some normal person, that I didn't practice spirituality, that I was just, you know, your average person, and just, like, just upgraded still, you know, like, you know, more positive, and, you know, wanted to get started again, and so I didn't, like, it was just, I didn't really, like, make an effort to read energy. I just kind of, like, I wanted to see what it was like to live, like, a normal life again. But people catch on to you, you know? And so I think that's what happened, because, like, dude, like, I was falling asleep in the reading. I just caught myself, you know, when you're like that. And it was just, I've never felt it. There's no reason why I should be that tired. And then, so I just fell asleep or whatever. Everything was fine. And I woke up and I was still kind of, like, weird, like, super, I don't understand. And then okay, TMI, you can blank out or whatever for the next, like, 5 minutes. I'm going to tell you this. But, so I went to use the bathroom. I just went to go pee, and it, like, I don't understand. Like, there's nothing wrong with me, but, like, when I went pee, there was, it was like somebody came in me, you know? Like, I don't understand. Like, I didn't have any, like, sexual attraction towards this person, and usually when I feel, like interference or something like that, energies, I feel them. Like, I feel an interference in some level, but I didn't this time. There's like no warning or whatever. And like, I wasn't like ovulating or anything. That was something it, I don't understand. But it was the first time in a long while that I didn't wear my, like, basically my chastity belt, my that my crystal belt. And because I thought like all of it was like already a lot, whatever I was wearing already. And for like a normal like assignment. And but like some people are very adept at being, in two places at once or whatever. And it was just strange to me because like I didn't realize it until I got home and like all of this stuff started pairing up that I don't like you can't go backwards. Like you can't rewind basically. So like after he started telling me all these things, I realized that he was like into me. Like at the very, very like, last 20 to 30 minutes. And I could tell that people were, I didn't realize his position or whatever. I thought that was just like, he was just one of the other, main people. But the way that he treated me, like singling me out, it was like everybody backed off and gave me like, reassigned me to like a very like low task, if anything, position. And that there was like a certain realm of favoritism. And I didn't even understand it. Like so anyway, I don't understand. Like what, now, like it was just an important lesson, to, like continuously scan your environment and feel out the energies. I was just so caught up in like just being happy with just having a job, like a means to make income even for just a single day, that I don't know, I just felt like I just wanted to be normal or something. So this came through. What is it? Forgetting oneself. How freaking insane is that? Yeah. So I just don't understand at all. Do I have the booklet for this? I don't know, because I put that reading in archive because it was so strange. Oh, here it is. Okay. So 17. It's so crazy. 17 is the star card. How insane is that? If we're relating to the major arcana. Stage is denial. Time as an eternal present, not fleeting but locked. No progress is no regress either. Stagnancy. Okay. All right. Eating the lotus flower, numbing our identity to go by the sound of a music that was never ours. Yeah, I'm not supposed to go back. I'm not supposed to go backwards, even like with the way like I used to be. I have to be like fully present in the way that I truly am. So, let me see here. I think it just goes without all the descriptives here. It's on page 30. This is the dark mirror. So it helps you see certain things like shadow work. Caroline Myss has a the archetypes deck that has like the highs and the lows of each archetype, to help with shadow work. But this is quite blunt, in several aspects that you might not be seeing within like the darker aspect of the shadows. So it has different hues. So that I would say that's the huge difference in between the decks, when it comes to the aspect of shadow work. I mean, I've been always wanting to own one of that particular deck of hers, but I just never found it like on sale and as a steal. And so like I have so many decks now that like maybe that's going to be something for later. Black Forever Fake Fragrance 16 in reverse. Okay, that's right before. That's the Tower moment. Huh. I mean, just looking at any connection towards a major arcana. Anyway, that was just weird because like it was strange. That things can happen. People can reach you on an energetic level. Especially if you're not paying attention. And so, I thought I could like just live a normal life, just for that, particular assignment, and no one would ever know, like who I am or whatever and what I do. And it was just going to be a simple, like, in and out type of assignment. And I don't know, like, so, what is this? This is the dream cards. Okay, so we've received this before in the previous reading that I put on archive. It's a animus and anima within different aspects. The animus, I forget. I think, is the animus the feminine and the anima female? I mean male? I forget. But the divine masculine is touched with divine downloads straight from spirit. They're massively pronounced. Then the feminine is divine feminine is more of depicted as a very receptive, sympathetic, or empathic earth angel. So we may be very much, and it looks like the way that the divine masculine is depicted, it's very much of like a Jesus type of energy, like sacrificial almost, or sacrificing, and just unburdened by truth. Okay, so we may embody both characteristics, or both depictions, or this may be a certain bond in the making, in the workings, or already activated. I feel like there's some other new presence around me, and I don't quite understand. It's very secretive. This person is gifted, so I don't know. Like, okay, so I have to be very discerning now. Like, I'm not supposed to go to anybody else's readings. Like, but I'm not supposed to be afraid of it either. It's just whenever there's any uncertainty possible whatsoever, I definitely shouldn't be going to anybody else's readings. If it's casual and I'm strong and just like, wanting to like understand really what's out there and explore and research, then it's okay for me to do that. And that's what I'm called to do. It's just very with very standards upon it, certain rules, because like, I'm supposed to start doing some major housekeeping, which means that if somebody's going to come up into my, like, energetic space, my feed, even the algorithms, and they're doing readings like, oh, who's your next spouse, and what's your new child going to be like, and, you know, what's coming for you, this and that, I'm supposed to immediately scoot them out. It's none of their fucking business, honestly. A lot of these readers are doing it not to, like, help you out, but to get all up and nosy in your business. And, you know, if you've done one of those readings and that was not your intention, like, you know for a fact that it wasn't your intention, then, you know, you don't need to be offended by it. In fact, you wouldn't be offended by it if that were the case. But otherwise, like, I have to flick them off. Like, they're not welcome. So, anyway, that's what I'm told to do. I started doing that, and just people who are, like, into all of that, no, I can't do that anymore. Like, I have to start taking my ish seriously, and who's allowed within certain proximities, especially with what happened today. I mean, I found out that guy has been doing, you know, this thing for at least 30 years. So it's like, I don't, like, he holds obviously some kind of leverage if everybody was, like, kind of bending around him with him singling me out. And so I don't know, I think some of the, I think people saw what was happening. Some people saw what was happening, and they, I don't know. I don't know what happened, really. But that was really not interesting. That was really weird how all of that happened. Okay. So we have something tribal here. It's like a zoo, but there's, like, a skit happening. Oh my gosh, that's basically what was happening. It was like people were staying quiet, but they could see what was happening. Even, you know, different facets of, like, the who was involved, like, all the parties involved in the assignment. Like, the way people look when they pass by, all variations of them, it was very different. It was like, it was unmistakable, that type of energy. So that's what was happening. Okay, it's kind of like a weird circus zoo thing going on there. And then, so the two other cards coming up, it's being on the go in a pink Cadillac. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of, like, the Love Shack. So this is totally like 10 of Cups energy. Yeah, Love Shack. That's where it's at. I love it. I love this card. This has such good vibes. That's definitely a Love Shack. And then right here, I'm just trying to, like, piece it up, and then we'll put it together, okay? So this is, like, the Hierophant energy. It's connectivity of the divine, meditative state, like the inner person, the inner soul. So there's like a little Groot in each and every one of us. So this is a person, this is a person, this is a person, like, going within the inner side self, and then, like, our auric fields, okay? And this is very interesting. So it's telling me that there's, like, a lot of okay, amongst all of this happening on the surface level, there's our core inner self. This is our inner being, like, our true self. You know, this is the vibe that we carry whenever we do, like, the Page of Cups vibe. It's very underestimated, like, understated, and then it, like, pronounces itself to be in its true form. This is, like, the actual. But when there's so much more to that than just, like, the exuberance. There's so much more depth than just like the feel goods, okay? Because there's the feel goods in many facets. Even when you're like at your all-time low, there's a certain key to unlock when it comes to the feel goods of that, because it's like everything comes together. Like if there's when just let's say during someone's wake of a loved one, you're speaking of like wonderful stories, like reviving that memory. So there's something very positive when it comes to the feel goods, even when you're not feeling so great, you know, like during those times. So that's what they're saying here. So that divine connectivity of like of your whole self, all of your experiences and who they carved you out to be. The certain etchings, the detail. I consider myself to be very detail oriented, and I pride myself in that. You know, when it comes to just communications overall, total leverage. So I feel like that's more associated with data integrity, rather in this like newer culture. It's been like people just collect data for leverage in the way of like ladder climbing, you know, popularity, like who knows more, spilling the tea, etc. So I have to adhere more to those standards, because for a certain time I was watching some of those readings because people like kind of morphed it into readers morphed it into like, you know, it could be good tea too. But then so I allowed for some of it, and then I realized, you know what, it just opens the door. That type of questioning opens the door to other like bullshit. And why would I allow that in? Like the way in is just like, dude, no, I gotta do my own readings and gear it, like shift the perspective, like kind of urge it within the community that we've got words hold power, which means not just the affirmations, but also the questions that we ask, that we're setting the tone to what type of answers we're going to, you know, we expect to conjure, basically. And so I feel like that's why I need to be very firm when it comes to certain things. All right. Okay. Because then you forget, like, you know, when you're that casual about it, like my thing, then you end up like, oh, somebody tapped into my sacral chakra and started fucking around without me even realizing it. And energy siphoning, dude, I was down. I was so tired. So tired. Even when I woke up. That's crazy. And I was just like around this person for like 2 hours. Okay, what is this? Oh, yeah. This is like the Ascended Masters talking. This is like a little powwow discussion. They're looking over. They're looking out for me. And if you're energy matching and totally understanding this vibe, they're looking out for you too. In fact, if you're my partner or you're my soul family, like my true match, they're watching out for us. By default, they're also watching out for you, you know? So it kind of opened up, like this was the top card, the one remaining in hand. This is kind of like the Emperor's mindset, very industrial. It's the King of Pentacles, I would say. Because it's like the tower, but also a castle, and then it looks like a chute, you know, like choo choo, and then the face right here, like the mast of a ship. No, not the mast, but like the bow, I think, of the ship, the front. So very like Viking oriented. Yeah, even the beard. Oh my gosh. So some of you might have like Viking background or ancestry, past lives, something of that sort. But like all this pentacle energy, like even wand energy, because the sunflowers. Um, uh, yeah, like this gives me the vibes of, like the Queen of Wands, because she's always depicted with some kind of sunflower or whatever. So he has that kind of divine feminine aspect as far as the charm, the lure, the prowess. But there's very much like this adventurous, like brave heart, robust type of industrious, especially with all these flowers here. So that's definitely and this tower, which is also like a castle and booming. That's definitely the King of Pentacles right there. But he's harnessing this divine masculine, is harnessing that type of energy around him. So he can make executive decisions, and this could be like in female form, like your divine masculine portion of you, or straight up like a male carrying these characteristics. Or however you identify yourselves, this is like the energy, okay? But can make like executive decisions and deal with the benefits as well as the consequences. Like in accepting the benefits, you're also in acceptance of dealing with the consequences, which is like cleanup. And like if you're doing like moving from one system to another system, let's say CRMs, like having to manage your customer database, it's like that migration of inputs. So it's knowing how. It's even, you don't even know how. You don't even have to know how to do those things, but taking on the like it's full accountability, full ownership of what it takes to get from here to there. So a lot of that can't always be bought, those things are not just like, how do I say it? It's not money. It's not only money that can get you there. There's money can buy a lot of things, of sure, definitely, but there's more to it than that in order to be successful in constancy. Yeah. So it's like balcony after balcony after balcony after balcony. So this is industrious in a way of like galactic views are constructed. So the growth is stellar, is what I'm hearing. It's compounded, upon its build. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. So, saying that I definitely have a lot of ancestral support. And of course, again, if you understand this energy and have already contributed to it within your own life path, your own calling, then it's also true for you. Okay. So anything else, Spirit, that you want to convey? Okay. That tapped to it. Angels of Light and Love. Of course, you have the form here. Oh, we have the Fae. Oh, yeah, no. This is spirit energy. It's like a Build-A-Bear. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? These are like spirits, beyond the veil that have come through. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 spirits. 3 look like they're divine feminine energies, and 1 looks like a masculine. But it's like Build-A-Bear, where they're making a man, like they're making our person. It's weird. It's like it's not like Frankenstein, like he's alive, but it kind of is. That's so crazy. So they're like working like elves in a shop for spirit, and they're basically putting together, assembling, I want to say, our person. I mean, so far it's aloof. It's like a person, but like, dude, when you're gathering in angelic forces or beyond energies that are beyond the veil, that have like good energy, that are doing the research, that are looking high and low, that are, you know, getting all the parts together, and all of the accessories. It's that's definitely good energy. So they're like putting together a person for us. That's so strange. And it's strategic. Like, this is almost like a Tibetan, like, prayer wheel kind of thing. But it's strategic. You see that? It's like chess pieces, you know? This is insane. What is going on? Okay, let's clarify for that, Spirit. Like, I'm just trying to get messages here when it comes to, like, you know, I think that's why it's super duper important to be very cognizant of, you know, how people are picking up on our energy. Because when I was looking at new readers, or readers that are new to me, there was one in particular that, like, I visited maybe, like, I don't know, a small handful of times, but like in just very, very recently, like, it only took like maybe 3 or 4 readings or whatever, and then all of a sudden this person hits, you know, a maximum amount of subscribers. It's cutting through to this. Delivering messages. People delivering messages. But we have the strongest bird. Yeah, we have the strongest birds. Some other birds are not cooperating with these, like, older males. I don't know why we have older males here, but yeah. So what were you saying about that? Yeah, so, like, it's like everything I touch, like, there has been so many gold references, and I know my work. I see my work. Other people see, you know, my work, and, you know, they don't say anything, like, straight up, like, publicly, but, you know, it's like, I need to make sure that I'm not just, like, letting people just take my energy. You know, I know I have to share energy and complete the cycles or whatever, but I need to make sure that I'm sharing with people who are absolutely worthy, because these people that, you know, they're just so happy to take. They're not really giving back in the way that they know they should. They're just, like, giving bare minimum. It's so selfish. It's not just like I can't pass it off as just, like, immature. No, it's selfish. It's absolutely selfish. So I have to, like, kind of harness the energies and, you know, stand back and be like, nope, no, you're not coming back here. No, you're not gonna. No, it's a no. Like, when it comes to receptivity, I'm gonna be more open to those that are of high value, hold themselves in high regard, and that means that it's going to be not just a mutual exchange with however you see fit. It's going to be a legit exchange, an even exchange of value. Not like something I have to, like, dig and, you know, scrounge around for, like, a silver lining. No. Okay, what fell between my legs, accentuated is, yeah. So when it comes down to it, like, I'm going to be walking my dog, basically. You see? Long leash. There's no short leash here. I'm going to allow my familiars to feel out the energy. By familiars, I also mean, like, other realms of sentience. So I'm going to allow the elementals. I'm going to allow the elders, the ancestors, all of light and love, my extensions, to feel out help me feel out the energy before I even get to it, because we're already connected, and I will feel out the energy through what they feel out. So, you know, at this point, instead of like trying to do damage control, my team trying to do damage control, and we're just going to be progressive about it. Okay. I think they prefer it to be that way because the energies have been so complex within selling out, building new networks. I've noticed it's BS. These practitioners are pretending like they don't effing know what I'm talking about, like that they're just, playing, like it's kind of like deny type of attitude where they're like playing innocent right now. So that's what's going to happen. And it was accentuated, so let's put it that way. Okay, thanks, Spirit. That was a great recommendation. Thank you to my team, like creatively resolving. Like, they're like, here's what's going to happen, Tina. I'm like, okay, you're right. Because of that happening. Dude, like, as a result, that energy siphoning and physically something appearing inside of me, that I didn't even know was, like, seriously, that's crazy. That's some really disrespectful energy, obviously. Okay. So this is like making sandcastles here. Inner child work. Okay, so it's time to play right now. Tap into the complexities, like the fun part of the Rubik's Cube, where you don't have to match up all the colors. You could just like, it's just fun, getting closer and closer to the final product. Like, I've never been able to, get the Rubik's Cube together. Like, that puzzle is rather strange for me. But what it represents is the complexities of, I don't know, because some people, it's not complex for them, but for most, it's complex. That there's a certain coding within us, and part of that, like our DNA type of structure in keeping youthful, is tapping into the inner child. So Sunday, tomorrow, is going to be a good day. Another good day where we honor the inner child. Okay? It's about time for that. Come on, Tina. I think my guides are more concerned about that than like landing me the next opportunity to like make finances. Like, that is it. It's so much more important to do that than apply to like 50 other jobs. They're saying this hole is more important at this time to engage in that. Like, anybody could say whatever the fuck they want when it, like, if the courts or whatever, if like some authority figure, any authority figure, okay, within this like earthly realm, they could say whatever the F they want when it comes to prioritization. But I know Spirit, my guides, angelic forces, everyone, like the legit for real team that has like the incentive has nothing to do with money. They're saying this is a shit ton more important, Tina. Okay? Because when you tap into your inner child, you know what? You're more gentle with yourself. You're not going to forego tapping into, energy readings that to protect yourself. You're going to see how important it is to preserve what's like within you comprehensively. So nobody's like siphoning or, taking away this essence. Bottom of the deck is a home that is like kind of floating through. So it's lightweight and very much protected, because I see the eye of like the all-seeing eye on it. Yeah. So it's being lifted. So it's energetically being propagated into more fertile land. Do you know what that means? That it means that whatever ley line, that we're set upon, or that I'm set upon. When I say we're, I'm talking about me and my family, as like who I can speak for. But these ley lines are speaking to more fertile ones, connecting to more fertile ones. And energetically speaking, it's only tapped into me and my kids. It's only tapped into, primarily me. Yeah, see, it's like the architect right there with the plans. Oh, it's cutting through to what? Oh my gosh, it's doing that again. What? Yeah, Spirit's telling me like, yep, Tina. Yep, you got it. Straight up. Spirit's telling me that it's you. Like, it shows me. That's crazy. That's insane. Can't cut through again? Oh my gosh, for real. It's the ley lines. They're telling me that. Like, I didn't even know that these things existed. The sun is up. Like, this is a bed. Hello. Look at the ley lines right there. They're like aortic. That's insane. Being lifted again. See? You see? It's like to have these floating houses, these essences of homes, like, dude, my bed, like, seriously, as bookends. For reals. Spirit, you're insane. You're absolutely insane. I love it. Dude, I think I'm gonna repost that reading, take it out of archive, because like that was first it was embarrassing, honestly, but then I realized like what that was what do you want to call that? That was it's not just disrespect. It's I'm trying to find the word for it. I don't know. That was trespassing on my personal space. There's no other association tied to that. Do you understand? Like that was like stuff that you would see coming from a porn. You know what I mean? Like their intentions were not right. Oh, see, Queen of Swords, internalized. Like I know. At the same time, somebody would rather me like quiet about it. But I know the truth of it. It's just an inner knowing, like because there were a lot of people there, but that was that's the only association that makes sense. 8 of Cups. Okay, you leave all the noise and you go find yourself. You go find the truth. And you tap into your inner knowing through the forest, through the trees, through the thick of it. But you gain clarity within that silence, that solitude. So it's an absolute knowing. You forget about all the cups, okay? You don't giving it some space, breathing room. Then you come back to reality. When you turn back, you come back to reality to face it again. But this is a part where I just know. There was a part where I was really worried at the very end that he was going to ask for my number or how I'd respond to that on a job when it was just like an inundation, it was, I'm hearing cannonball, it was what I'm picturing was an avalanche of information, but this was but the way it hit, the way it was projected was very much more like a cannonball. So I didn't know how I was going to respond to that, but I figured, I'll respond how I'm supposed to respond. Like, like I'll know how to if that time comes. But okay, the Tower moment and 10 of Swords. Somebody's getting their karma. Oh my gosh, because I informed my teams. Oh my gosh. The Tower followed by the 10 of Swords. They're in it. Like that was, my teams are not gonna put up with that. Do you see, like, people, this is like gaming, like Nintendo. This reminds me of like the total color coding, even the structure of like the hand controller, the console itself. There's something about that. He treated it like a joke, like, a dime a dozen type of approach. Like, this is easy, like child's play. Oh my gosh, yeah. And he's in for a rude awakening. It's not just rude, it's almost like terror. You see that? The world is gonna come down upon him, and I don't know, that's crazy. By different forms, like the swords have different handles. That means that those come from different worlds. Like, you know what? Like, a front and face, like, he was nice to me. I was nice to him. It wasn't like he asked me, like, anything directly personal, but, like, the weight of the conversation was, like, a lot. And, I refrained from saying so much, but he gave me a lot of his own material, which was suspicious in itself after a while. Like, I don't understand how somebody gets into all of that. And I mean, sometimes like life hits you or whatever, but like when you welcome certain things back, it's a little insane. So my team is not gonna, he's going to be given definite karma for that. Because that, like, and stuff like that happens, even like before, I told you, like, I would feel like I would have certain sensations down there, depending on what type of energy it was. And if it's abusive, then I will know too. Like, I'll know by the way I feel, or it feels. And even after the fact, I didn't feel like anything. So it was very like deceitful energy, which tells me the story behind, his own misdoings. Like, what, I don't, like, my guides are protecting me in a way that, like, sometimes they mute the energy. Like, remember when I got that huge bump on my head? That should have like really caused a lot of damage, but I didn't feel any pain. I mean, a week or two later, I saw, like, I was scrolling through my feed, and like, I remember, like, I started getting like black eyes, like it started drifting, the bruising. So I know my guides protected me with certain shields, and like were doing healing work on me, which kind of upset the perpetrators that were involved on a group level. They were very disappointed that it didn't hurt me, that I didn't feel the pain. So I feel like that's what's happening, at least, especially today. Because like that kind of, what I saw was like, it should have felt something at least after. I don't understand it. 6 of rods, 6 of wands in reverse. So this is the underground avenging me, you know, helping me achieve victory. The Hermit card in reverse, so it's coming to the awareness, just like, you know, how this is vibing right there. Coming into the awareness, it's achievement. So it's coming out of the dark night of the soul. So thank you to my team, because like I'm reading these cards and I'm discerning the energy, like analyzing it and assessing it, and it holds weight within its like cognitive form already. Like I can be like judicious in it and say like that's not right, or this is, you know, unethical or whatever. But when it comes to the feels of it, like I'm protected in a way in order to look objectively upon this situation. Because if I were to get in my feels about it, the experience of feeling those things, it's very much it can be very destructive. Like I know other readers who have dealt with like sexual assault, sexual abuse, and all of, you know, all of that stuff within different forms, and you know, I'm just like, they know. So you know, like I've already been through enough as it is already, and I don't know what to say about that, but it just, I don't know, I was called to say something about it because I was reminded about it. That's a lot. Okay, so this came through. It's a 9 of Cups muted, 7 of Rods pronounced, 7 of Wands pronounced, Ace of Wands muted, the High Priestess pronounced, Knight of Cups pronounced, 9 of Swords muted, and 10 of Discs muted. And then there's a couple that fell on the top of the dream deck. So, okay, what does this mean as far as happiness? So it's being happy with where we're at right now. The development of like our history, his story and her story basically is what, because I almost misspoke, but it wasn't a misspeak. It was correct the way it was said. His story versus her story. And then knowing how it got us to this point, to become stronger, hold the leverage, hold our ground, as a leader, as no longer a follower, but just enforced to lead others. And this is Ace of Wands. So it's our match being ignited. Like, yeah, that's what it is. So we can help communicate that to the world. Like, it's our motivation, you know. Because we have, you know, the upper hand knowledge. And like the proof is already, like, you can see it for yourself. Okay. Knight of Cups. This is the universe's way of giving back to us in a form of protection, solidarity, as well as with, you know, like individuals, but we're elevated on a platform where it's like we're supporting each other and helping each other, like hold, like fortify, right? So this is the universe's way of thanking us for our service, in cumulative form. 9 of Swords muted. Yeah, there have been a lot of like hours and nights and toiling about it. on a very personal level. So the universe acknowledges that. And this has been a huge investment to the inner workings and the manifestation of a huge turnaround for like society as a whole, for this new world to come about. That it was essential, our sacrifices in planting these seeds. See? Chosen ones. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, because this is like the avatar, like the many variations of us, that like evolutions of us, even like through our animal spirits. Yeah. Backing us. This is absolutely, like, this is evolution for sure. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Hermit card in reverse. So yeah, definitely and an awakening. This is a great awakening. Top of the deck, Two of Swords. It's blocked off. This is roped off. This is for VIP only. This is not just special guests. This is absolutely like, no, this is for this is blocked off. This is like under construction. This is what we're doing here. And now we're going to do bananagrams. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, excuse me. Ten of Discs fell into pronounced. While I was trying to grab the generosity card from the previous, which is group 1, by the way. Where do you want for spirit? Okay, fell into my lap off there. It is you. Okay. Okay, hope is in the coming. Oh, you came through again. That was the second one that I flipped over. So it's kind of like breaking a link. You know, when you insert a hyperlink, it's basically, so we break certain connections that are not good for us. It's also like breaking addictions when it comes to reliance on external factors to, you know, motivate us or cure certain things. So it's, you know, like, especially like, definitely if it's matter of fact, like physical, it's, you know, like no longer like popping pills, that kind of thing. Then we got NREEXLYKSEOYIOOTNEA. So we have Tina. Yes. Ken. Klein. Ron. Ronnie. Serena again. It's crazy. Niles. Lee. Leanne. Elaine. Sean. Stein. Rain. Ray. Nora. Noreen. Rayanne. Reina, Yuri, Nina, Xena, Ian, Aaron, Elias, Tony, Tanya, Kelsey, did I already say Lori? I don't think I did. Did I say Elaine? I might have, but if not, yeah, here. Kenzie. Okay. There might be more names here, but okay. Let's get some things together here. I see risky. Yeah, definitely some risky behavior there. Skinny. I see Oscar, but with a K. Carrie. I've been wondering when I would see Carrie. I just recently wondered that, and in the past 2 days, and all of a sudden her name is here. Huh. That's interesting. Tony? Oh, I already said Tony. And Tori? Oh, I see. Yesenia. That's a very, unique name, but Yesenia is definitely in here. Okay. Okay. I see Rusco. Okay, we'll put Rusco there because I'm supposed to channel in a song from him, and I might forget, but so I don't want to. Exist. Wait, exonerate again? Let me see. I don't know. Yeah, exonerate. that's to like free from, you know, certain accusations or certain claims. I don't know. It's very particular that we have that here again. I thought it was demolishing Risco, but it's here again, so I'm gonna keep Risco. Okay. Eli again. You know that Black Keys song, Wicked Messenger? They mentioned Eli. What the frick was that? Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was my other phone, and it just kind of, you know, it did its little buzz thing. So yeah, Eli. They mentioned Eli, Wicked Messenger. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Okay, so I think our reputations are going to be like some, you know, alleviated from BS. Yeah. That's interesting. I don't, okay. Knee. Huh. One. Uno. Nina. Okay, so I have a bunch of vowels left. It's kind of like confusing as far as where to put this. Oh, I see U. Y-O-U. Risco. You, what? Lusty. And so again, we started off with the U, and I was gonna say that it's a more paying more attention, giving more value and worth to our presence in its current state. Not to devalue that, because anyone is so willing to do that. I'm not going to say everyone, because we're not in that state of mind anymore where we're victimizing ourselves as like everyone's against us. No. But anyone. You know, it's not about being paranoid, but it's knowing that, you know, people go through their own changes too and can become unreliable. So you really have to focus on how far you've come and how far you're going to continue. We're going to continue to go and grow. So to give a lot more weight and a lot more credit to that. So it's spelling it out right now. Y-O-U. And that victory is in the coming, is like you upside down is an upside down rainbow as well. So that was the second messaging that I did not mention on the initial, but because it reiterated through another U that I had turned over, like the pill, you know, the unlinking, it's saying that for sure. So this is like the third time that it's reiterated spelling it out before I finish off with the last 5 letters. That's crazy. So it's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let it go. Yeah, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Because I have E-E-N-Y-O left. Let me see here. one eye. Huh. Oh, it's the all-seeing eye. Back to that industrious thing. There was an eye right there. Oh, no, right here. Yeah, Spirit's doing this. There's an eye right there. Interesting, huh? Okay, we have an O left here. Somebody may be putting in overtime or putting in, like, you know, extra love into a situation. OX right there, hugs and kisses on. On. That's when you heard that. Okay. So on. Oh, you know what? What's happening right here? It's like lights, camera, action, you're on. That's what's going on. So let me show you, okay? See? So it could be like OX adding some love and hugs and kisses into the situation, and then that's when we heard like the vroom. So we're on. Okay, because there could be overtime. I don't really have any other places that we could put it. What is it? Right here. So how interesting that is. That is insane. Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like here. That's freaking insane. You know, we got double confirmation with Eli. Like, I wasn't going to put it. I was just going to mention it. But then, you know, that's insane. So anyway, welcome to any newbies, by the way, over here. Some first-time visitors, no matter when you receive this. I did see some new names in there. And so they may be like actual visitors or people that mean something to you that are associated with your own life story. So, you know, still, energy is energy, and the allowance for visibility is a means for allowance for transparency. Okay, so that's where we're going within more well-defined routes, understanding the purpose and the meaning to each opportunity. Okay, so despite what happened today, energetically speaking, you know, everything is due for like multiple reasons. Like, the divine timing isn't petty when it comes to the coordination of events. So the orchestrating of it holds like ultimate high value. Okay, so even if there was like disrespect and trespassing, for me it helps me keep in mind that there's just like there's an ish ton of energy out there that's being abused, and I'm to come into the awareness of coming into my fuller existence, and being able to stand up for not just myself, but in practice, set the precedence also for those that I protect. And that goes on a macrocosmic scale. I think that's it for now. And definitely they're due further karma. Definitely. That was insane. That was just like the first time that it's like, those are all new people to me. So, anyway, I think that's it for now. Yeah, so I thank all of my sponsors and my supporters. Thank you for all the donations provided in light and love. And I don't know who this new energy is around me, but they seem to be very sweet. Without being sneaky. Just, I don't understand it. But I like, so, you know, all other readers, please stay out of my business when it comes to that stuff. You know when you're going too far on any level. So, you know, just be responsible with your energy. Okay? I think that's it for now. If you like what I do and would like to support my channel within the pentacle, the coin energy, if you're on my Instagram, on my bio, there's a link that'll connect you to my YouTube page. On any one of those videos that you're intuitively guided to, or that your spirit guides motion you to, that's the exact messaging that is meant for you at the time that